Okay, so today's video is about signs that your mother is a narcissist. Mother knock. Is your mother a narcissist, or does she just have narcissistic traits? Very, very high, extreme narcissistic traits. So let's start at the beginning. So before I get into the signs, I already made the drawing here just to at least save a bit of time. So your mother, she creates a fantasy, just like all narcissists. Remember what the romantic partner. So the mother creates a fantasy. In this fantasy, she has made up who you must be, the kind of person she wants you to be. So she in her fantasy, you become a doctor, you like the color red, you go stay in Durban, you marry this person, you have to dress in a certain way. So in this fantasies created about you, that is how she wants you to be. This doesn't only apply to you, this is you in blue, it also applies to your siblings. So you have sibling number one in red, sibling number two in black, and then this is you in blue. So she creates this fantasy while you're still in her tummy. You haven't been born yet. So even when you are born, she doesn't interact with you directly. When she interacts with you and your siblings, she's interacting with the fantasy in her mind that she's created about you. Now, when you're a child, it's easy for the narcissistic mother to have control and power. To have control and power over you, because you're still a child. You depend on your mother to wash you, dress you up, make you food. So you are so easy to control. And also, the narcissistic mother doesn't see you as your own person. She sees you as an extension of themselves. She sees you as an extension of themselves. For example, like this hand. I'm gonna tell this hand to scratch my cheek. This is an extension of me, right? So that is how she also sees you, as an extension of her. This hand isn't its own individual. It's my hand, it belongs to me. So she sees you like that, whether you're 8 years old, 18, 28, 38, 48, 58. That's how narcissistic parents see you. They view you as an extension of themselves. The second thing is, you belong to them. Like, they fully believe that you belong to them. And in a way of, you see, when you buy a car, you're the owner of that car. The car belongs to you, like it is your car forever, unless you can't make payment and then take it away. But let's say you bought the car, it's yours. You're the owner. So the narcissistic mother or father, they view you as you belong to them forever. Even if you become your own adult and have your own family, you belong to them. I own you. That is how they think and feel, and that's what they say to themselves. You belong to me. My 3 children, they belong to me. They are my cause. They are my property. That's how she views you. She doesn't view you as individuals with their own individuality. Yeah, so this one says she owns you. So the narcissistic mother sees you as an extension of herself. She sees you as a car, you belong to her. And then the other one, she owns you. Like, she really, really believes in this fantasies she created, that you and your siblings, she owns all 3 of you. So now that you've watched the background, now let's talk about the signs. Because when you have a mother that is a narcissist or narcissistic, you don't know this fantasy she's created in her head. But here are the signs that you will see that your mother doesn't view you as your own individual. She doesn't view you as your own person. She sees you as her property. She sees you as a hand that belongs to her. So here are the signs. She's very controlling. So she's going to control what you wear, where you go, who you become friends with, where you go to school, your career choice, and what you eat. Like, she's going to control every aspect of your life. Even when you're no longer a child, like, you're 18, you're 19, you're in your 20s, you're in your 30s. They still want full on control, and they also want to control your finances. They're gonna want to know where you work, how much you earn, like how what do you spend your money on. Like they want full control of everything that you do, and they always want to know your business. They always want to know your business, not because they actually care, but because they just want to know what's happening in your life. They just want to know your personal things, so that when they start devaluing you and they start arguing with you and they start belittling you, they know how to poke you. So if you share with them personal things, they're going to use those personal things against you to hurt you. The other thing is, your whole life, when you were still staying at home, you and your siblings, you all walked on eggshells, because the smallest of things could make her angry, that could trigger her. So you really had to watch what you do, what you say. You were always in a fragile, your nervous system was never relaxed. Your nervous system was always on flight or fight. It was always expecting the worst. Even as an adult, you find yourself like skricking, like you just, that happens quick. Even if it's like a bird going by, you do that. That is a sign of having grown up in a very toxic household, because you never knew what to expect. You never knew if something bad's gonna happen. Is she gonna start shouting again? Is she gonna come home drunk? Is she gonna beat us? You never know. So your nervous system has never relaxed as a child, and because you haven't done any healing yourself as an adult, your nervous system is still stuck where it was when you were growing up. It never changed. It's still like that, because you never went back to fix it. You never went back to correct it. You haven't done the work, the healing work of getting your nervous system in a peaceful state and in a calm state. The other thing is, your toxic narcissistic mother is going to gossip about her own children. So she will gossip about child 1 to child 2. She'll gossip about child 2 to child 3. She'll gossip about child 3 to child 1. So the narcissistic mother is always gossiping about her children, and she will also gossip about her children to other family members that are outside of the house where you guys stay. And they always gossip bad things about you, unless you've achieved something. Then all of a sudden they want to brag about you. And then the other thing is, she actually enjoys seeing you guys fight. She enjoys seeing her children fight. Like it brings her joy. Like next time your siblings are fighting, and you just you're on the outside, you watch. So you're watching your siblings fight. Look at your mother. Look into her eyes and see how happy she is when her own children are fighting amongst each other. She enjoys that. The other thing is that she is in competition with you. So she's in if you're the smart one at home, she's always going to be, she always wants to be the one that's smarter. If you're the one that's beautiful, gorgeous, handsome, she's going to compete with that. Like whatever you do, she's going to be in competition with you. And she's never really happy. Like she's never happy with your accomplishments, because even if you accomplish something, she will try to find a way to ruin it. So let's say you celebrating a graduation, but for some reason the graduation party ends up in, there's a fight, there's an argument that was caused by her, whether she caused it directly or indirectly, because she doesn't want to see other people in the spotlight. She always wants to be the one that is in the spotlight, and that includes her children as well. She is in competition with you. And then the other one is that once you decide to grow, so this is you, right? As a child, she was able to control you and have power over you. But now you've grown up, you become 18, 19, 20, 25, 30, whatever. So you are becoming your own individual. You have your own likes and interests. And you don't want to be a doctor. You don't want to be a pilot. You want to be something else. You have your own passions and own desires. Now, when you become your own individual, she is going to hate you, because you are disturbing the fantasy. You are disturbing the fantasy she created in her mind, because now who you're becoming doesn't match with what she's created here. Then that causes for her to hate you. That causes for her to also start saying mean, evil things about you. And in your mind, you really don't understand, why does my mom hate me so much? But I give her all this love and I respect her. It doesn't matter how much love you give or respect, you becoming your own individual, you are breaking what she believes. Remember, you are an extension of her. That's what she believes. You are an extension of her. She owns you like her owner owns a car they bought. So now when you are growing and becoming your own individual, you are disturbing all of this. You're disturbing the fantasy. You're disturbing how they see you. So she's going to be angry at you. She's going to hate you. And she's going to have resentment, which is, that is not your problem. That is her problem. But we'll get to that part. The other one is, no matter how much love you give, no matter what you buy for her, no matter what you do to make her happy, it will not be enough. It will not be enough. It will not be enough. Because some of you, it's like something has to be hammered in your head for you to understand. And this one also, it also applies to romantic relationships. When you're with a narcissist, no matter how much love you give, it's not enough. You can give them everything, it's not enough. Nothing makes them happy, because you are pouring happiness into a jar bottle with holes. Jar bottle with holes, you're putting in water, the water is just coming out, so that the jar never gets full, so you can never make them happy. You are just going to get tired, drained, exhausted, and become empty. The other one is that the narcissistic mother, or if she is a narcissist, they fear this. They fear being alone. They don't want to be alone. Even if you and your siblings get older and you move out and you start living on your own, she's going to find a long distance cousin or someone just to be with her in the house, because narcissists cannot survive on their own. Just like a narcissist man or woman that you're in a relationship with, they're always cheating on you with multiple people. Narcissists are individuals that cannot be by themselves. Being by themselves feels like death, because they are not happy individuals. The other one is that your mother, she will compete with you. Everything you do is going to be a competition. Whether you get married, whether you get a new job, you get a raise, no matter how smart you are, she is always in competition with you. Now this one I'm saving for when I do a video about toxic households, but I'll just just do like a small intro about it. So when you are an individual that grows up to be your own person, remember, your mother has taught the two siblings all her red flags. So now your two siblings, they also have narcissistic traits that they took from the mother. You were chosen to break that pattern. You don't become like your mother. You don't become like your sisters. You actually become a good person. You're decent. You respect people. You love people. You have empathy and all of that. Good heart, good spirit, clean spirit. Now, when you are that, you become the black sheep of the family, because you question the things that are wrong. You don't participate in the wrongful things that they do. You do not gossip. And if your mom wants to gossip about Nandipa, you're going to be like, mama, if you have a problem with Nandipa, go tell Nandipa. Don't come to me and gossip about Nandipa. You're going to be hated. Both your siblings and your mom are going to hate you, and they will gang up on you. But that video I will make some other time, when I talk about a toxic household. The other thing, I'm forgetting something, but I'll think of it. I was going to come back to, wait. Okay, so yeah, she divides her own children. So she always makes sure that you and your siblings do not get along with each other. She always makes sure that you guys are separated. She doesn't want you guys to get along with each other. And then the other thing is that, wait. My video cut because my battery was too low and it wouldn't continue recording the video. So I just waited about 10 minutes to charge just so I can finish this video. Most likely, most of the time, your mother that is a narcissist or is narcissistic will do witchcraft on you. Because when you are a child, they were able to have power and control over you easily, because your child, they are responsible for you getting dressed, eating, going to school, whatever. But because now you have become an adult, and you've become your own individual, they no longer have that control over you. So when they're no longer able to have that control over you, they will then use other methods such as witchcraft to still have control over you. Take care.